terms of y's and 2 in terms of gradients equal to each other that I need to solve. And I'm going to do that on the calculator. So I've entered my two equations. This is the y one. Now you'll notice that instead of typing u squared, I just typed y. And instead of typing u squared, I just typed y. The reason I did that was I didn't want to have the problem of solving for u being a square root. So I can solve for y, and that just gives me u squared. So I'm not going to put this into simultaneous equations. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my first one, and I'm going to solve for y, which is really u squared. And then I'm going to take my second one, and I'm going to substitute out the y. Which will give me an expression for the gradient equals the gradient only in terms of x. And to that equation, I'm then going to, solve it, but because I've got theta, I'm going to put a stipulation that theta goes from 0 to 90. So my angle is just going to be in the first quadrant. And since I'm in degrees, that's why I use 90. And now I'm going to solve for x. Now, if on your calculator this doesn't work, that is, this takes forever and ever and ever to solve, then what I'd like to do is to graph it instead. So there's my answer, and I should have been in decimals. And there it is, 34.07, which is 34.07, which means to the nearest degree, that's 34 degrees. To find y, I know that y equals this, so I'm going to copy that. But remember, that's u squared. Paste, given this answer for x gives me an answer. Then I'm going to take the square root of all of this. Which gives me 16.37, the second part of the answer. Now, what if your calculator didn't do this solving? So what I'd like to do is on my graphing window, I'd like to edit, clear all, okay. Thinking about my window, my angles are going to go up to 90 degrees. My gradients need to go down to negative. So I'm going to, where's the equation I'm looking for? I'm trying to solve this equation here. So I'm going to drag the left-hand side into my graphing window. And then I'm going to drag the right-hand side into my graphing window. And analysis G-sol, that intersection point should be 34.017, and there it is, much, much quicker to find.